Alright, ladies and gentlemen, what we have here is a simple paper. I'm a firm believer in simplicity, and if you don't make things easy to understand and simple, nobody's going to understand it, and you're just going to have a hard time in general. And this principle I thought up here, I called it the physical and life science principle. It says here, a simple principle of stellar evolution plant formation is presented in the light of the general theory of stellar metamorphosis. According to stellar metamorphosis, stars cool and die to become rocky, differentiated worlds many billions of years into their evolution, and they are called exoplanets or planets. These are just older stars. As well, life itself is a byproduct of a star's evolutionary processes, meaning life forms on the star as it cools and dies. As they evolve, all physical and life sciences can be applied to the processes concerning stellar evolution, which is planet formation. Now, the process, I have it stated here, the processes concerning stellar evolution, planet formation include all physical and life sciences, meaning everything. Evolution of life itself is reliant on how fast or slow the star cools and evolves and forms the life-hosting star, also called a planet. Basically, any real science can be applied to some aspect of stellar evolution. And what's happened is the nuclear age, I have another paper here I'll go over in another video. The nuclear age made it to where stars were nuclear powered and nothing else really applied to them. That's what you call putting something in a box. They put the stars into boxes. This is incorrect. What should have happened is they should have looked at a star and realized that a lot of different processes actually apply to it, but that wasn't afforded to them because they had no theory to work off of. I don't know if it's Einstein that said this. Of course, I'm going to probably misquote it, but what you can see is determined on what theory you use. If you use the nuclear age only type theory where the stars are nuclear powered and then they do weird things like explode and, I don't know, dissipate or expand into these giant things that just turn into these really dense things that just... If you look at stars in that kind of light, you're going to see absurdities all over the place. But if you look at them in the light of having real physical processes happening to them that involve life and all physical sciences such as thermodynamics, hydraulics, structural understanding of things such as like stresses of materials and engineering type things when it comes to rocks and minerals when they are formed via the nucleation process inside the central regions of the star. I mean, all that applies to stellar evolution as it cools, shrinks, loses mass, and dies many, many billions of years into its evolution. But that's basically it. It's a very simple physical and life science principle, and it had to be stated just so people can be clear on what's going on here. This isn't a theory where it tries to explain one certain thing. It's supposed to connect all the sciences together. So, say you have astronomy over here, and you have geology over here, and you have biology over here. You have, what would be another one? Any kind of life science, really. I mean, it's designed to just bridge all these things together into a cohesive understanding. If anything, I certainly believe that it's the closest to the theory of everything that we could possibly have here. It's finally connecting stars and actual processes that they evolve inside of. Anyways, today is February 13th, 2016.